Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. We gonna be talking about the Woman King. I went and seen that movie last night, Thursday sneak preview. Yeah, I went and checked it out. I was kind of, you know what? Before I get off into that, I need y'all to do what y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out like this right here, you get it. If you're digging, what a brother shoveling, put some dirt into my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the page. Subscribe, y'all. Subscribe, y'all. I'm making a run for 1,000. I'm making a run for 1,000, and y'all gonna help me do it. Let's go get it. All right. Last night, got an invite to go see The Woman King. Coincidentally, the people who invited me to come did not show up. So it was all right. I went on ahead and seen it. I had the missus with me, so I was not alone. Anywho, The Woman King is a fictional account based on true events. Bear that in mind if you decide you are going to see the movie. Bear that in mind if you decide you are not going to go see the movie. Okay? Because the story is it's based on the Dahomey tribe. Had lots of chuckles saying that. But then, you know, after a while, it kind of got, oh, Dahomey, you know, Dahomey puns. Anyway, within the Dahomey tribe was an all-woman squad of warriors called the Agoji, and they are basically Amazon Spartans for all intents and purposes. My favorite Agoji warrior was Izogi, played by Lashana Lynch. Now, Lashana Lynch takes Nawe, who is played by Thuzo Nibidu. I hope I said that correctly, Thuzo. A young lady, a young actress, who was born in 1991, but looked like she was born in 2005 because she looks so young, so very, very young. Claims to be 19 in the movie. And they even mentioned that in the movie. How many years are you? You look like a child. You know what I'm saying? And she does, you know, but Nawe becomes the protagonist of the story as she is cast out of her father's home, and her father say, I'm giving you to the king because you hard-headed, you don't want to marry nobody, you don't want to be with nobody. And I don't think it was so much that Nawe didn't want to be married. Nawe just didn't want to be with the dudes that her father wanted to marry her off to. And, you know, because it was, you know, she 19, you know, they marrying her off to somebody. This cat looked like he was like 50, 60, you know, and I'm like, well, if you got game like that, old dude, fine. But if she don't want you, anyway, the homies are at opposition with folks who are into the slave trade. Okay, they don't want to participate in the slave trade in the movie. But the Dahomey did indeed participate in the transatlantic slave trade, traded other tribes, traded their own people, you know, for guns, for, you know, for anything that they thought they needed. But let's just kind of move past that, because I know there's a lot of historically accurate and historically correct people out there that are like, why are we making a movie about the homies? Because it is a uplifting and rousing, exciting film. It is directed by Gina Prince Bythewood, who a name who you might recognize because you've seen it in the credits of the TV show Girlfriends. You've seen it in the credits of the TV show The Bernie Mac Show. You've seen it in the credits of the TV show Everybody Hates Chris, in addition to The Secret Life of Bees and every Black woman's favorite rom-com or romantic drama or whatever you want to call it, Love and Basketball. So you figure somebody who can make a tearjerker and an emotion, tugging at your emotional heartstrings type movie like Love and Basketball, then there is just the right combination, just like Love and Basketball, because the movie was called Love and Basketball. You got just the right amount of love and basketball. Woman King, you got just the right amount of woman stuff, and you got just the right amount of king stuff. And when I say king stuff, that's just a code word for action. Okay, the action in this movie does not disappoint. Although it is PG-13, I thought it might have needed to be a little more visceral, given like the weapons they were using, because they had blades that also served as blunt force delivering instruments. And so it's like I expected to see a lot more violence, but I mean, it was pretty. It was some women in there making some faces when they was getting ready to stab or kill somebody. You think, yeah, they actually look like they're ready to stab and kill. I'm have to, hey, slow down, cut. Girl, you looking a little too. You know what I mean? But overall, the movie follows the story of Nawe and Naniska's character, who's played by Viola Davis, and how those two characters' stories kind of eventually end up intertwining. People die, and the death of these people is really emotional, and it's the combination of emotion and action that make the movie watchable, that make the not just watchable but entertaining. It was actually entertaining. I didn't not like it. Okay, Viola Davis, as always, puts on an amazing performance. And y'all know what? She still walks funny without the heels. I'm sorry, Miss Viola. I mean, if you come across this video and see folks laughing, I'm sorry, but girl, it just is what it is. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Did you know that the story of this movie was written by Maria Bello? Does that name sound familiar? Hear what Maria Bello looked like. Really now? See? But yeah, I like her as an actress. And this was actually a very well written story. I mean, it wasn't corny. I expected it to be, but it wasn't. I was pleasantly surprised. Again, like I said, there's just enough action in there to keep you from falling asleep or being bored, and there's just enough story in there to keep you engaged. So it's a great post-summer movie. It still has action in it, but it's making that segue into the dramatic. So good movie, good date movie. Very good date movie. My wife said she cried at a particular scene. So, if it passes the Mrs. Real test for emotional dramatics and all of that, then it's a pretty good movie. I liked it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I was not disappointed. Um, as far as the story, like I said, the story was good. The actors in it were great. Viola Davis was fantastic. Thuzo Mabiju as Nawe, she was fantastic. Lashana Lynch as the Izogi, I specifically loved because she acted also as a mentor to Nawe initially, but then they became friends once she did what she had to do to become a Nagoji warrior. John Boyega puts in a rather interesting performance as King Gizo, king of the Homie tribe. And I also enjoy watching Jimmy Odukoya as Oba Ade, the antagonist of the movie. And boy, does everybody's situation tie in a very interesting way. You will not be, I don't think you'll be disappointed if you go see The Woman King. Whenever you decide to catch it, you ain't got to rush out and see it. I think it's going to be around at least for 2 weeks. But y'all go ahead and check it out. I don't want to give away too much. I want y'all to experience it for yourselves, see what you can see. Overall, I gave it an 8. Yeah, so very watchable, very entertaining movie. Go see The Woman King. I recommend it. And that's my review on The Woman King. So, what'd you think? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good.